Hey, everybody. I have just received word that we are ready to start our run of Love Eternal with Lilac Oligochi. Lilac, if you're ready, take it away.
Yep, I'm ready. All right, so this is Love Eternal. We are going to be doing the half percent run, which we run about halfway through the game. And on my couch right now, I have Pickled Human, another extremely good runner of this game.
Hi, that's me.
Hi. So we'll just explain everything as I start. So on a countdown, I will start this game. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right, so as we start out, it's relatively simple, but Pickled, I will let you kind of explain the game while I get my bearings.
Sure, yeah, no problem. So we are Maya, just a normal teenager. We're gonna be eating dinner with our family. We're playing this game, you'll notice very quickly, we're playing this game in traditional Chinese, specifically because there's a number of sections in the run where it's just faster. You know the whole deal. Phone rings, we answer it. There we get the disconnected dial tone. Folks, this is a horror game. It's on the level of like a creepy Twilight Zone episode. Family's gone, doors wide open, and then we go outside and our house is destroyed. Um,
We're in
and
a
here we
castle
start getting
somehow.
into some of these platforming elements of the game. So we've got a jump. We can hold the jump button to go a little bit higher. We're working through this tutorial section now. And in just a moment, we'll see our other big ability. Maya has the ability to flip the direction that gravity goes. Um, we can see as Lilac is navigating this tutorial section, you'll see that they do kind of two kinds of jumps, right? Either a regular old jump with like a nice parabolic arc, or occasionally they will jump and flip immediately to reach the maximum sort of upward or downward velocity, depending on which direction they're going.
Oh,
Um,
I missed that.
no worries. These little
Yeah,
white beams of light we see every so often, these are save points. Lilac has to hit them manually as they pass by. And we'll be hitting those frequently just for general marathon safety. Um, that's about it for the
yeah.
most of the mechanics of the game. We'll talk a little bit more about specific rooms as we get to them, but so far so good.
I do
So
have a
far, so good.
donation if you're ready for it.
Yeah.
All right, I've got $100 from Walking Eye with no comment, but
Ooh,
thank you very, very much indeed.
I'll play this opponent safe.
So yeah, this is a room where the there is a cycle that lets us do it just a bit faster, but it's very very tight. Uh, and here we have the other big mechanism in the game. We've got these little red crystals that we can break. So in general, the way the flip works is you can flip one time in the air before you have to touch the ground again in order for it to recharge. However, if we touch these little red crystals, our flip recharges, so we can flip again before touching the ground again. Um, the game feels very Celeste-like in that respect and that respect alone. Uh, but it opens things up for some really cool movement options.
Oh, by the way, Chad, that very generous donation brought Swimsuit into the lead for our costume bid war for Metro Gravity. So
Nice.
uh,
Yeah, the early parts of this game kind of introduce you to kind of the mechanics. And also,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and do a little. Yes, first try.
Oh,
Little swag. I will be doing some swag. I'm like that. Um, that one was discovered by Natcat. Shout out to Natcat, another fantastic runner of this game.
this is Spider Dad.
Yep.
It's our dad, but he's a
He's-
spider.
He's a little spindly.
Yeah.
And that leaves us out of the intro part of the game, and we will be getting into, I think it's called Undercastle.
You know,
Or at least
just normal things. Your dad.
just normal things.
Normal teenage. Everybody goes through this.
Yeah,
in
everybody goes through. I want to be the guy type of unforgiving spikes.
I remember
These are not Celestikes. Now, keep going. Alright, let's see if I can do this one right. There we go.
Yes, that first section was the Undercastle. I believe now we've entered the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah, it does look kind of like
sure.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, I've never been. I assume it looks exactly like this.
Another little thing that we do here is that we try and go as far as we can over, because Maya automatically starts walking to get into this cutscene where we meet Davish, who's thirsty.
Yeah, Los Angeles is pretty big, so I would assume there's at least one of these, maybe two. You know, somewhere on the 105.
Yeah. But yeah, we get introduced to Davish. Yeah, go ahead with
the story of this game is really excellent, and it's a shame we're not really getting to see any of the dialogue in it. This poor guy here really gets the short end of the stick, getting pasted into that statue. We'll see.
Yeah.
That won't be the last we see of him, but
yeah, we kind of get little like tastes of backstory involving Davish and how he wound up in this castle. But yeah, he's definitely a main character from another story. Okay, I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna try another little swag strat if I can pull it off. I'll do a couple of times if I don't do it. Another little discovery by Natcat.
We're just kind of slipping between those spikes.
Yeah, you slip in between those spikes there. It saves like
I'm imagining a fraction of a second, yeah.
A fraction of a second, and if you fail it, then you lose many seconds.
No, sure.
That's just how I roll with this game.
You gotta show it off in chat.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple more that I can do later that I will try and do as well. But a lot of this game is very like mechanically like stable. There's not a lot of like exploits or glitches or anything like that.
Yeah, it's really speedrunning this game. It becomes a lot more of like a rhythm game. You develop the muscle memory for when to flip into things. Maya doesn't exactly turn on a dime. You flip and she will start accelerating in the other direction, but there's still a little bit of a delay before you turn around. So it can be really tricky to navigate some curves and things.
Yeah. Now we're introduced to, I guess, not Maya's sister. This is another reason why we do the Chinese version of the game, is because this character has to finish her animation, and you get closer to the end of the animation on the Chinese one, and it saves like what, 3 seconds, I think. Oh yeah, and also like she turns into a smear frame. Just normal Love Eternal things. Saved a minute on my split there.
Nice.
He has to go. We're playing the beats.
Oh, I can do that. Wait, no, I can't do that. Alright, is this the... Yes, it is. Okay. This is another little, like... Pause a minute there. Whoops, I missed. Okay. That's why I saved on that, because there are, like, death and and when you go into the room cycles.
Yeah, any of these rooms with moving platforms where we have to be very deliberate about sort of when we start our movement in order to go as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
That last one's one of them.
And then there's these rooms where you're kind of having to do a lot of, whoops. Fine, basically just really fine maneuvering around spikes. And like I said, these are not Celeste spikes. These are, if you so much as touch him with Maya's hair, you, yeah.
Not very forgiving at all. These spikes, the cause of most of my deaths in this game.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Now, I'm not as up on my Celeste as other people, so when you say Celeste spikes, is it one of those things where, like, only the very bottom pixel actually has a hurt box?
Yeah, I think that's how Celeste spike mechanics are. This one is like the entire hitbox, and Maya's hitbox I think is a little bit bigger too. I joke that that if her hair so much as touches them, then she poofs into sparkles of light.
Yeah, this game does have a number of like quality of life movement features. We get a little bit of coyote time when we're going off a ledge, for example. But those spikes are something else.
Yeah.
What is that thing that's floating around there?
I think it's a
It's like a
floating
cell phone
phone?
charger or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because we learn later that the entity kind of like answers the phone basically.
Yeah.
In order to connect with people. But that's basically kind of like illustrates kind of Davish's backstory and how he wound up there.
Pet the dog, says Barakiel in chat.
Oh, yeah. Technically, the entity did pet the dog Davish earlier.
We will get to see a dog being pet at some point.
Yeah.
The closest that Maya comes is truly giving our friend some water before they're encased in a statue.
Oops, too early. This one is a little...
Yeah, this one's really finicky. This sort of below section here is the most sort of button presses we have to do in quick succession in the entire run.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
This section coming up also is very...
Yeah. They're generous with the save points in this room for
which
good
is
reason.
unusual. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have when practicing this just gone through without doing any saves. Just as you can see. If I do make an error, wise to do that. And then making a mental note to not jump. We have to wait for Maya to land in order to hit this cutscene with Spider Dad. Hi, Spider Dad. Bonk. Okay, this one. Hold on, let me see if I can do this.
This room is a little tricky. Lilac's trying
did a
to
little
get
too early, yeah.
in front of this L block here. Ooh, that looks good. Nice.
Oh, perfect.
It's faster if you do it first try.
Yeah, again.
In general, the thing about speedrunning this game is you can go for the fast strats, but consistent strats are almost always going to get you a better time in general. But we still like to show off the fast strats here.
I'm having trouble with this one, which is weird because I usually don't. There we go. That's how you do that one. This one I think there's a skip for, but
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
just do the depth.
constantly playing around with my movement on this one. I never really know what is faster.
Yeah.
I've seen Natcat do one that is really quick, and I haven't quite managed to.
Yeah.
But in their record run, they also like die a few times doing this really fast skip.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna try
So
not
I
to
just
lean off
kinda-
of here. I'm gonna try this a few times.
Sure. Oh, wait, you can
Yeah.
go right through those spikes? Oh, my
Natcat was
goodness.
able to do it. You can see how I'm like mostly getting through there. I'm gonna.
Sure. Oh,
But
man.
whoops. Oops, too early.
I'd never even considered that. That looks like a really tight margin.
It might be just something that is just TAS.
I gotta try that later. Holy.
Yeah, see if you can pull that off. I know Natcat was able to do it like once.
Yeah, as soon as you say that's TAS only, some enterprising person is going to figure out a gimmick.
A way to get through it. It probably takes more attempts to like do it than
No, for sure.
Then it saves time. So there we go. This is what I consider my least consistent room.
Yeah, this is one of the. In 0.5%, this is the hardest room for me, just because of. There's not really a rhythm to when we flip in here. We just kind of have to eyeball each of these crystals and.
Yeah, and sometimes you see me kind of. Oh, I played that a little too close.
So if you could remind us, why is it called 0.5%?
So it's called. It's called 0.5% because, well, it's about halfway through the game. B, there is the section immediately after this run ends. We enter a sort of point-and-click visual novel section entirely in traditional Chinese. So things change completely. That takes about 12 minutes or so, and then we get some more difficult platforming, and then just some really long cutscenes after that. So the first half of the run is where most of the action is, and that's kind of, especially for newer players who didn't want to like learn the visual novel in Chinese right away. It's a little bit more accessible of a speedrun, because you can go from playing this game casually straight into 0.5% and have a good time with it.
Yeah, it's a very accessible category.
Yeah.
Because you're also not dealing with like some of the extremely difficult like end game platformer sections.
Yeah, technically though, the hardest levels in the game are in that last little bit, but some of the levels in 0.5% come close. We saw one of them just now. There's one more that's also pretty difficult near the tail end of this run, which we'll see.
Yeah, that's another inconsistent one for me. I actually have less trouble with the last puzzle compared to that one, but
and it seems like there's still a good bit of room to, for newer players to be able to learn strats and maybe optimize.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, there is a really strange, like, a VTuber shows up, and we replay through some of the rooms in the first part of the game as well. So, truly, just practicing 0.5%, you can do well with most of this run.
Yeah.
Yeah, this section where kind of dialogue is on rails a little bit. We just need to get our friend
we have to hit
here.
a specific trigger and then come back.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the right position. I think
you might be a little to the right, but it looks pretty good. He'll take a small step on his own, I think.
Yeah, it just like wastes a single frame and that's it. But we get this amazing animation. If I remember correctly from the developer commentary, all this was done in Photoshop.
Yeah, shout out Sam Alden, who did most of the art for this game. Really incredible pixel art.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been blitzing through most of these screens. There's nice things to look at on every one of them, and it's a shame we can't take the time to just look
Yeah.
at every single one. I personally am terrible at this room, but
Yeah, I'm terrible at this room too.
uh,
There's just something about this room that... There we go. Oh, I almost careened there. Much of this game is just navigating Maya's momentum as much as everything else. Oh, I didn't think I
the
made
spikes
that.
in this room in particular can be very unforgiving.
There we go.
Nicely done.
And then we got this nice little breather of a room. And then I'm gonna try something. I saw you do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I died. I was a little too low.
Yeah, the jump over those two sections is by far the hardest part of this trick.
Oh, I did almost make
Nice.
it. I'm here to show off the funny. Oh, it's a little too high there. This one I have not practiced as much.
Yeah,
Oops, that was
there
too
really
low
is a sweet spot for this jump.
Mhm.
If
Right
you mind,
there, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind me cutting in with a quick message.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Well,
I just
I-
wanted to take a moment to remind everybody we are just tantalizingly close to the $6,500 milestone to watch the bonus (gay) cutscenes
Oh,
in
I
Move Your Heart.
failed that one.
Wanted to bring that up because we only have one more run after this one, and it's a quickie. It's only 20 minutes, so time is running out to get there.
There we go.
Very nice.
That took more attempts than I wanted it to be, but
Yeah, casually, I spent a very long time on that room and did not remember how I did it. I just kind of fumbled my way into it, and that's kind of how I did the speedrun for it as well for the longest time.
yeah.
That's another. The specific strat I use is also one that I borrowed from NatCat.
Yeah. Again, shout out to NatCat. I'm actually gonna reset this. This is another one that I've just like memorized, but also like
Yeah, this is my personal favorite room of the game, because we got to go fast, but not too fast.
yeah.
On our way through it. Nice.
First attempt at that. That's actually pretty good. Okay, this one. I'm gonna try something.
Sure.
There we go.
Yeah, this is another room where the cycles really matter for going as quickly as we can.
Perfect.
Oh, very nice.
Alright, I think this is the last room. This is the room that I'm.
Yeah, this is the last platforming section of this run. It's honestly, I would argue it is the hardest room to play through casually because it is a really long sequence of turns, which
Oh, totally.
Yeah, the margins on these seem really tight.
Yeah, the first jump matters so much because you need to get enough momentum moving forward. Oh, very nice.
That was great.
Yeah, third or fourth try on that room is just excellent.
15. Oops, this way. There we
Good.
go. That just makes that door appear faster. And I think it's
Yep.
faster than just falling through each, like,
It
15.
definitely is, yeah. That was a strat that I discovered 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I really don't like, because it's kind of a lost wood section. You have to move through a bunch of screens before
hmm
finding this door. And I was like, what if I just go back and forth here for a little bit? And lo and behold, time save. Okay.
I say, yeah.
Yeah, so in this next section here, we've got a little bit of dialogue, and then we get the plot of the game and my personal favorite scene.
I love this scene.
Yeah. Yeah, Maya's
The
like,
slideshow.
what is happening? And then the entity's like, it's time to watch. Here's a whole PowerPoint presentation about what's happening.
Yeah, this is, I like to consider it like a silly kind of horror, or
Yeah.
If you're familiar with like weird fiction from like the late 1800s or late 1900s, that kind of like the King in Yellow weirdness, that's kind of what I like describe this kind of psychological horror to be. And lo and behold, I was a fan of Signalis, so of course I'm a fan of this game and other weird kinds of horror.
I haven't played Signalis. It's been on my list for a long
It's a good
time. Oh.
It's very depressing though.
Stock images are sending
Yeah,
me.
No, they're pretty incredible. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
and I
talking to
think-
Toby about them the
Yeah.
other day, and they were like, we had to make all of these stock images. They're not borrowed from anywhere, but they're modeled in the way of like just ripped off of the first Google search that they found.
Yeah,
and
the
it's so fun.
Simhouse in chat says the fun fact we learned about these images last time was Toby Alden, the main dev, said it was
Yeah.
too complicated to get rights to actual stock images, so they made their
Mhm.
own.
It was the same with the Happy Birthday song you heard earlier as well.
Mhm.
Oh, I flipped it.
Mhm. I love doing a little flip right there because you just freeze in air for a moment.
It's really funny.
All right. So here we're entering this little chase sequence. Time will be coming up at the end of this hallway. A door will burst open and Mile will fall down, and that'll be time. It's a pretty consistent section. We just have to kind of be careful as we're moving. But I don't have any doubt that Lilac will be able to navigate this easily.
Yeah, there we go.
Very nice.
We got time.
GG.
2602, my splits say, and I think that's that might be a PP. We'll see. Someone can probably check, but
Not bad at all. Very
not
great
bad
run,
at all.
honestly.
Yeah, despite the little errors, I was a little nervous, so that kind of happens. But yeah, this is the beginning part of the like visual novel section. We won't spoil the rest, but if you want to get this game, please do. Toby Alden did a fantastic job on this game and deserves all the support. So shout out to Toby Alden and their team for this amazing game. Shout out to NatCat as well, who's like one of the first runners of this game, who discovered like most of the little like tricks that you saw me do. And then shout out to you, Pickled Human, for joining me on this.
Yeah, I don't have any shout outs to get. Shout out to you for running this. I love talking about this game.
Yeah, I love talking about this game too. One day I'll do like a 2-hour like analysis of this entire game. One day. But
Looking forward to it.
all right, that's it for me.
All right. Very well done indeed. Thank you very much to Lilac for that excellent run of Love Eternal. I'll take a very quick break, but here momentarily we're going to be jumping over to Momentous Momentum. Say that 3 times fast. All gold category run by Organ Mike. Don't go anywhere. Hey, folks, just as a reminder, you are watching Power Up with Pride 2026. Stay tuned momentarily for momentous. While we're wrapping up some setup, I thought I would read a couple of donations. We have $12.31 from Leaf, who is thanking everybody here for putting together a very nice event. So thank you very much. Appreciate shout outs, of course, to all the runners, all the tech, everybody in chat. It's been a great time. There's plenty more to come. We also have $10 from Parker, who says, "I'm doing my part for Extra Gay. It's a Pride Month moral imperative." Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Power Up with Pride 2026, benefiting Point of Pride. Just wanted to bring in another $100 donation, very generous from